I am welcoming you all to the MSD Learning World. I feel excited and pleasure to upload my first video in the YouTube channel. My main intention in starting this YouTube channel is to help the computer science and engineering students to understand the basic concepts of some of the problematic subjects. Do you want to get success in your life? Yeah, come on, be confident enough to face the world through your knowledge and experience in the field of education. Myself, Dr. M. Shyamala Devi, completed my BE Computer Science in the year 2005, ME Computer Science in the year 2009 from PSNA College of Engineering and Technology, Dindigul. I have completed my PhD in the field of cloud computing in the year 2017 from Anna University, Chennai. I am feeling excited to upload my videos in my YouTube channel. I have planned to upload the videos that are related to education in the field of research and also in the field of life discipline, and some of the videos related to entertainment and handling the emotions in the workplace and balancing the life with the work and family. To start with, I am going to upload the videos that are related to education. I have selected the subject compiler design. As you all know, the compiler design is a very important subject for the computer science and engineering graduate, and it is a very problematic subject too. So I think you will be feeling good and you will be able to understand the basic concepts of compiler, and it will help all the students to get good marks and to clear the exams in their first attempt. So whenever you want to perform any programming language in the system, the first task that you will do is you will start downloading its compiler. If you want to perform a C programming language, you will download Turbo C compiler. So compiler is a very important subject for a computer engineering graduate. So to start with, before introducing to the compiler design subject, we have to know some of the basic concepts. So here, let us see what a software is. What is meant by a software? Software is a set of instructions that are given to the machine. The software can be of two types. One is application software and the other one is the system software. What an application software is? Application software consists of set of all instructions that are intended to perform a certain application, like train reservation system, designing of a calculator. What is meant by system software? System software is a set of programs that are intended to make the system to execute. For example, operating system is a system software. Loaders, linkers, assemblers, they are all system software programs which are used to perform the operation of the machine. So what is the need to know application software and system software? Because we need to know where the compiler falls under, whether compiler is an application software or compiler is a design system software. So what a compiler is? Before starting to know what a compiler is, let me tell you a scenario. For example, here I am conveying all my information to you through a communication medium or a channel that is nothing but a language. The language that I speak here is English, and the receiver, you assume it is a B, and you are also able to understand the same language, English. In this scenario, assume the person A is knowing the mother language is Tamil and the mother language of the person B is Telugu. So here, how the person is able to talk in English? Though he know the language English, he will convey all the information that he want to transfer only by transforming it from its mother language. So whatever the concept that I want to convey you, myself, internally I am converting everything into English only from the Tamil language. And now you understand the same language English by converting into your mother language. This is what is the original fact that is happening internally. Now, how this scenario is matching with the compiler? Compiler. What is a compiler is? Compiler is very much essential for a system to perform any operation. If the machine wants to execute any program, then the machine should have the corresponding compiler. For example, assume computer as a human being. Now, computer have many programming languages like C, C++ or Java. You try to give any application as an input to the machine. That input is a high-level language. Now, the system will understand everything only in its mother language. The mother language of the computer is low-level language, which is the machine-level language. It is in the form of a binary language, that is zeros and ones. So now, the system want to understand only in its language. Whatever the input you give, it has to transform the input language into the machine language. So how it will perform? We, the human beings who created the computer, has to create some set of programs that converts the high-level language into low-level language. That is what a translator is. So a translator converts high-level language into low-level language. That translation process of converting a high-level language into low-level language is said to be compilation process. The compilation process is performed by compiler. So compiler is a system software application which consists of set of programs that performs the compilation process, the transformation of high-level language into a low-level language. So whatever the programming language you speak to the computer, the corresponding compiler is essential to convert the high-level language into low-level language. This is what is the basic introduction of what a compiler is. So to start with compiler, do you think whether the compilation process is a single step that converts the high-level language into low-level language? It is not a single step of process. The compilation process have some 6 steps which is performed internally to transform the high-level language into low-level language. That process is said to be compilation. Now let us see what are the compilation process that are internally performed. The high-level language that you give as an input to the machine is any programming language that you want to communicate. The programming languages are nothing but a set of all instructions. This high-level language has to be converted into a low-level language. That process is compilation, which is performed by compiler. Now in between, the 6 steps are, the first step is the lexical analysis. So what is meant by lexical analysis? So this phase will convert and identify the type of the tokens present in the high-level language. There are various types of tokens present in the program. The tokens are keywords, variables, constants, punctuations, and operators. So what is a keyword? Keywords are the predefined symbols present in the program. Variable. A variable is a one whose value changes at any time. Constant is one. The value doesn't change. The types of the constants are integer constant, floating point constant, string constant, character constant, and alphanumeric constants. What is meant by punctuations? Punctuations are comma, semicolon, bracket. All these punctuations will be supported by your programming language. What are the operators? The types of operators are arithmetic operators, Boolean operators, logical operators, assignment operators, etc. So your tokens will be comprising of this 5. So these tokens will be present in your high-level language. The purpose of the lexical analysis phase is to segregate the tokens and to identify the type of the tokens. Now this token is given as an input to the syntax analysis phase. What is meant by syntax? Syntax is the methodology of representing an instruction in the programming language. Whatever the instruction you give, you must be having some syntax. For example, A equal to B plus C. You cannot have a syntax like B plus C equal to A. So the syntax must be checked by the compiler and the syntactic error has to be reported by the compiler. So the purpose of the syntax analysis is to get the tokens and to create a syntax tree. This syntax tree is now fed as an input to the semantic analysis. What is meant by semantic? Semantic is nothing but the meaning of the instruction. What is meant by the meaning of the instruction? Now assume A equal to B plus C. What is the meaning of the instruction that the system want to know for this instruction? Suppose if the data type of the variable B and C is an integer, now the added value of B and C will be integer. So the value that is going to be stored in A must also be an integer. So the semantic is nothing but knowing the data type of the variable, storage space of the variable. So this semantic analysis gets the input as syntax tree and it forms semantic tree. This semantic tree is given as an input to the intermediate code generation. The intermediate code generation will create an intermediate code That code may be either in the form of a 3-address code instruction or DAG representation. Now this 3-address code is fed as an input to the code optimization. The purpose of the code optimization is to optimize the intermediate code by eliminating unwanted temporary variables and unused temporary variables and registers present in the program. So this performs optimization to form optimized code. This optimized code is now fed as an input to the code generation. The purpose of the code generation is to create the machine language, which is the low-level language and which is the output of the compiler. The other name for the machine language is also said to be assembly language or absolute machine code. So there are various names are there for your low-level language. So this is what is the entire process of compiler phases and to convert your high-level language into a low-level language. In the further videos, let us see what are the background algorithms that are essential to perform each and every applications and what are the machines and the compiler construction tools that are executed to perform each and every phases. I think you all understood what a compiler design is, and we have seen some of the basic concepts and we have seen the entire process of the compilation. So in the forthcoming videos, we shall see some of the problems in each and every phases of the compiler, and I would like you to have any queries, and do not forget to like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.